Welcome, everybody, to Boston and to Plone Conference 2016. It's lovely to have you all here. I hope that you have enjoyed the trainings that we've been offering so far. I'd like to thank all of the trainers in particular for the hard work and the effort that they put in to providing all of that for us. Our deepest gratitude to every last one of you. Let's have a hand. So 2016 is kind of an auspicious year for Plone. This is actually the 15th birthday of Plone, the content management system. It passed its 15th birthday a few weeks ago. I believe Paul Rowland sent out a lovely tweet, and there's been other things going on since then to celebrate the birthday. So let's hear it for Plone for its 15th birthday. I'd also like at the start here to offer my thanks both to Microsoft, who have offered us the Nerd Center, where we'll be having the body of our conference talks every day as a free place for us to be. Their generosity is deeply appreciated and highly valued. So thank you very much, Microsoft. And we'd also like to express our gratitude to MIT, who have provided for us this lovely theater to have our keynote addresses in the morning. None of the rooms over at Microsoft are quite big enough for all of us to be in at the same time, so we're having the keynotes over here. So what that brings to mind is that tomorrow, you should come here first, rather than going directly to the Nerd Center. Come here at 9 o'clock. There will be people at the registration desk during that opening hour, so in case there's anybody out there who has not registered yet and happens to hear this, you may feel free to stop by and pick up your bag and your t-shirt and so on and so forth. But for the rest of you who already have the gear that you require, just come straight here. We will begin at 9 o'clock with the keynote address, both tomorrow and on Friday, and then immediately following that, we'll move back to the Nerd Center and spend the rest of our day over there. So let's see here. I also need to offer a bit of thanks to the folks who gave us generously rooms for the trainings. The Landmark Center, Zipcar, and District Hall were all instrumental in providing all of the rooms that you were able to go to so that you could attend the trainings that we gave over the last 2 days. So thank you to all three of those venues. I'd also like to offer a thanks to all of our sponsors for the generous donations that they've given to help make this conference possible. Jazzcard and Wildcard, we're the hosts of the conference. 6 Feet Up and Cars.com, they're our gold level sponsors. Then we also have silver sponsors in the Python Software Foundation and Enfold Systems. And there are a number of other sponsors at the silver, bronze, and individual and supporting levels. All of those are on our website. We deeply express our gratitude to all of you for your generosity. I would also like to point out that in the bag that you got this morning, there's a training brochure. Or not a training brochure, a conference brochure, which has all of the schedule. There's a little map of the Nerd Center and where the rooms are in there. There is a QR code on there and a URL that will lead you to a guidebook. So if you have a smartphone, you can download the guidebook app and then open it up. And there's a little QR code looking icon in the search box. If you touch that and then point it at your the QR code that's in the brochure, it will download immediately the conference guide for you so that you can hold on to that and have it in your phone and pick the conference events that you would like to attend. So that is a lovely thing for you. We'd also like to express some gratitude right up at the front here for PyCharm and Paul Everett. They have generously offered us, as part of their sponsorship, 5 professional edition licenses for PyCharm, which is a fantastic gift and one that we're really grateful for. Here's how that's going to work. One of those licenses is up for grabs in the Deployment Showdown, which is to be held tomorrow afternoon. The Deployment Showdown is a contest wherein you step up on stage and attempt to deploy as many Plone sites as you can within the space of 15 minutes. So So if there is anybody out there who is eager to sign up for this, please do. There is a PyCharm license on the table for you to grab if you happen to be the deployment king of the Plone universe. The remaining 4 licenses will be distributed. 3 of them will be available, 1 for each day, as a raffle to folks who give lightning talks. We have lightning talk sessions at the end of the day. So out of the folks who give the lightning talks for a particular day, we will draw a name from a hat for 1 license each day. And then there will be a 5th license, which we will give away as a prize to somebody who attends the sprints. So this is a bit of motivation for you to hang out and have some fun with your friends after the conference is over, or in the evenings when the lightning talks are going on. PyCharm's a wonderful tool. I had the opportunity to sit in yesterday for a good portion of Paul's training on PyCharm, and while I have never been an IDE guy, I am sorely tempted. There's some really good-looking stuff in there. So you want to get a hold of this, you want to play with it, and there's no better time than now, because what's better than free? All right, let's see here. A bit of information about what will be happening every day. This morning we had coffee and donuts as you were registering. Mostly that was just a way of luring you out of the way so that everybody else could come in and register. We will not be having that immediately in the morning at the Nerd Center after this, right? They were there for this first day for registration. Come here in the morning at 9 o'clock. There are good coffee stations around where you can pick up some stuff on your way into the venue. But we will have morning snacks being served daily at the Nerd Center at 10 o'clock. So after the keynote address is done here, you can walk your way back over to the Nerd Center, and we'll have fresh pastries that we are bringing in daily, and nice coffee service. We will also then have snacks throughout the day, baguette breads, chèvre cheese, and some other things like that, fresh fruit, so on and so forth. In your gift bags, we are handing out little water sport bottle type things. Those are for you to put beverages in and carry around with you. We also have quite a few extra of those. So as it turns out, if you would like another one, we would be more than happy to distribute more. Let's see. We will also have an afternoon snack that will come in during the afternoon break, which I believe is happening between 3:30 and 3:50. Something like that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when it is. Anyway, it's the 20-minute break that's in the afternoon between the 2 afternoon sessions. So there will be a big open space there where you can head out of the rooms and grab an afternoon snack to kind of up your blood sugar level a little bit. Lunches. There will be no lunches catered for us. We are right next door to Kendall Square. Kendall Square has a plethora of fine eateries from which to choose. There are guidebooks available to you. In the guidebook, there's a map that you can get to. Also on our website, if you go to plonconf.org/talks/map, that will take you to a Google map that has a number of eateries in the Kendall Square area marked out. There are ones that are marked as lunch spots. Those are primarily the ones that will be fast that you can get through. You do have an hour and 40 minutes for lunch, so that's plenty of time to sort of travel to Kendall Square, get some good food, have a nice eat, enjoy the fine weather that we are so happily enjoying, and then come back afterwards for another afternoon of exciting talks. Let's see here. Oh, yes, and also on the site, on the About page, there's a Where to Eat Lunch page that you can go to that has a further listing of restaurants that may not necessarily be on the map, and they're all annotated very carefully by our local host, Sally Kleinfeld, who has written down what all the good places are. So if you're a foodie or really interested in finding some of Boston's finer eateries, she will be an excellent source for that. The conference party is this evening. It will be taking place at a restaurant called Loyal 9 in Cambridge. It's located about 20 minutes walk from the Kendall MIT subway station, which is just nearby here. The conference party, in your bags, everybody has 2 drink tickets that are available to you. Those can be exchanged at the party for free drinks. There will also be a plethora, an assortment of fine what do you call them? The things that you eat before. Hors d'oeuvres. Horses duvers, those fun little things that you get to pop in your mouth and enjoy. Sally assures me that the hors d'oeuvres that we have ordered will be plenty for dinner, but if you're hungry, there are also a lot of very good restaurants right in the area around Loyal 9. The party venue is limited to 140 bodies at one time. So if you get there and they say that it's full, grab a bite to eat and then come back and we will cycle people in and out and make sure that everybody gets an opportunity. We will have a nice little jazz band there to entertain us for the evening. There will also be a cash bar and a cash raw bar, which apparently means that there will be oysters and things like that we can sample that are available for purchase during the party. If you have family or friends that are in the area, folks that you are traveling with, they are also welcome to attend the party. We do have additional free drink coupons beyond the ones that are in your bags. So if you are bringing a guest, just stop anyone, probably Sally, I think, is the one who is holding on to those coupons, and she can help you get that stuff so that you can bring your guests as well. Whoa. Wow. The further over I lead, the louder it gets. All right, let's see. I think that's about it as far as important stuff goes. Yeah, the rest of this is all just food things. So we have this morning the pleasure of having a keynote speaker that many of you may be very familiar with. Eric and I go a ways back. When I started in Plone way back in 2006, I attended my very first conference in 2006 in Seattle, a mere maybe 3 weeks after the organization that I was working for had decided to use Plone. The conference was announced as being in Seattle, and we took that as an excellent sign. I still take it as a sign from the gods that I was meant to become part of this community and join it. At the time, I was working for the University of Washington in their Department of Radiology, and we were looking for a piece of software that would help us to manage all of the people that we had. It was a large university department with something like 170 faculty members and several hundred grad students and a couple thousand undergraduates who were part of it. It was a very big organization, and we wanted to be able to manage information about the people who were in the department as well as their membership within the Plone site and their access through the same product. That way we could allow our human resources people to create new pages for the new students who were coming in, and they would automatically be granted access. We looked around for a while and found that some folks at this place called Penn State had been working on a product called Faculty Staff Directory. And it didn't offer the membership stuff that was necessary, but it looked like it was going to give us pretty much everything else. And I figured, what the heck? I've been programming Python for a month. I can probably figure out how to make this work. Which was rather more ambitious than I probably should have been. But in reaching out to the folks at Penn State to ask them about this, I came in contact with Eric. And on IRC, he was incredibly helpful, really wonderful. He welcomed me in. He welcomed the contributions I was making. He was gentle with me when I screwed things up. He really helped me to get my feet under me within the community. And it's a pleasure and an honor to have worked with him for the last 10 years. So I would like to bring him up to the stage here and have Eric give us our first keynote. Welcome, Mr. Eric Steele. Thank you.